YouTube, live on Facebook. We are 5 minutes early.
Jay's not even on electronics and he's fucking it up.
No, he hit
Here,
the
hold
button.
on. Okay, now we're good. Now no one can. Everyone can still hear us. They just are waiting.
Okay, fine. Well, then turn our mics off.
All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, why? Well, you got to go do something?
Yeah, you got to finish that story about the Jews.
You got to finish this story about Black History Month.
Oh my gosh. Don't tell me that. It's the auto streamer was yelling at me because he couldn't hear us. All right, everybody. Who's all in here? How do you check that on here, Jay? I'm running the board today.
I cannot check.
It's 3 dimes. We're here for you today. Let me throw me on camera here running the board. Nah, they don't need to fuck. They're not ready for that yet. I'm not ready for that. If you're here waiting, we're going to get started in a second here. That's all. So just hold tight. Yeah, them too. All right, we're going to be here for you in just a minute, 40 seconds here. Hot mic. I'm
It's hot.
behind the
It's hot.
mic.
It's hot as hell.
All right, let me get these tunes.
Woo!
Woo. Look at this. It is a day. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is 3 Dimes.
As you can see, we're in different spots. If
Yep.
you've ever watched this before.
I'm running the board today. I got the controls.
No,
Looks funny that you're taller than me, Jay.
I think I am taller than you. I still can't hear myself in the headphones.
You want me to turn you up in the headphones?
Yeah,
You're
just,
number
just
one.
a little bit. Keep going.
You
Higher,
actually
higher,
hear less than me, apparently.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Wow,
I
crank it.
use a wet saw at work.
That
I use
was
a saw
like
every day.
Those headphones are taking up half of your head. How can you not hear?
Is
It's
that really?
not that bad. Look at that. Costs. All right, so this is 3 Dimes. You catch us on Facebook maybe today, YouTube maybe today. We are on Twitter. 3 Dimes. Use the number 3. Check us out. Tell your friends. Thanks for tuning in. We're just going to get to going on the show here. So how are you doing?
Remember, everyone, just to turn on your notifications.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell them about how we used to be 3 Dimes reviews, Jay.
I might have said that. I said that in my head, but I didn't say it out loud. I was going to say, make sure that you turn on your notifications, because if you don't have them on, you won't know when we go live.
Yeah. God forbid you miss this.
Yeah, it would be bad if you missed this.
I'm going to fucking throw it.
This only happens
Sack
every
at
week,
you.
maybe every other week, you know?
I just wanted to preface this something before we start the show, guys.
Okay. Is this the warning? I wrote down Jay warns in my book.
I have a little bit of a warning. It's not for the someone listening or whatever or watching. It's for basically for you guys. So
So you decided to tell us on air?
yeah, today. I mean, because I don't want you guys to be like, "Oh, dude, what is that
Thing's creeping
smell?"
up.
So I want to warn you ahead of time. I had a lot of vegetables today. I had for breakfast. I had a huge vegetable platter with some nice dip in the middle.
How was
Big
that?
platter. Lunchtime, I had a Caesar salad,
Okay.
extra Caesar, and then at dinner, I had cauliflower tacos. So I'm sorry if something smells. I can't,
Your life sounds horrible.
right now it feels kind of congested, a little bit. I feel congested. I feel like I got some gassy in there, you know. So I'm just saying, I'm sorry ahead of time. So if you smell something, you're like, oh my God, I already said sorry. Okay.
Okay. How's Tony? You gassy?
Yeah.
Staying gassy?
No, my gas is under control because I eat normal food.
Wait.
Like
If you eat normal food, then what is fast food?
So
it wasn't fast food. It was Culver's. They're the least fast of all food.
they do make it for you right there.
Yeah, fresh.
Hey, Aunt Pat's on.
Is that right? Hey, it's the Brenners.
And
Howdy.
Dave, what's up, David? So
What I want to know is where's that kid that wants us to fucking fart in a room and make it stink really bad and laugh?
That's
'Cause
why I thought-
today's his day. It's like we've listened to our listeners. That's all Jay did. He was just listening to our listeners.
So I prepped today with the vegetable eating. I didn't realize how much effect it has on your body after eating all of that. So I have a lot of this. I feel really bloated. Like these pants, usually when I wear them, they kind of fall off. They're tight. Super tight.
That's because you're getting quite the gut.
Shut up. I'm losing
No,
weight. I've
just
been
saying.
trying to lose weight too.
Well, no shit. You ate literally roughage today.
Rabbit food? What?
I don't know.
Explain
I don't know
your-
if a rabbit would fuck with all that.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They obviously wouldn't eat cooked broccoli.
So how's this like fried like broccoli chicken strips
No.
tacos, or was it ground broccoli
The first-
cauliflower
The first time I had it, yeah, it's
with
just
taco
regular.
seasoning?
No, I can't do all that. I can't get the hot stuff in there. I get heartburn. So I got just regular broccoli fried on a pan with cheese and shit.
Wait a minute, wait.
My
You
wife
got
made it. Okay.
You said you got it.
Well, when
Did
I got
you go
it, I
to
mean,
a
when I
restaurant
when
and
I
ordered
came home,
it?
when I came home, it was already
No
done.
restaurant serves
Oh,
that.
this is your HelloFresh
Yeah, they
order?
do.
Can you imagine going to a Mexican restaurant and insulting them, asking for a broccoli taco? Can I get the shredded pork tacos? Substitute shredded pork
Oh yeah, you're right.
for slightly cooked broccoli.
I also had a bunch of cabbage on there. You know how you do like with fish tacos? You put that cabbage on top. You
Like
guys ever?
the slaw style
Yeah,
red,
slaw.
red
Yeah.
cabbage.
So I forgot about that vegetable too.
So, what kind of bean was the shell made out of?
There's no beans today, thank God. I got
Isn't
sick of eating those
tortilla
damn
meat-
black beans.
isn't-
You went
tortilla meat?
traditional shell?
Oh, the shell. Yeah, the shell used flour. Yeah, we used flour. Regular flour? Yeah. Well, I gotta add some starches there. I need something to fill my stomach other than.
So you chose to use a blander shell so that it was more bland than possible.
What's less bland than or more bland than flour? Or what is your what?
Because like the corn taco shell at least is like, ooh, at least I got that taco shell crunch.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Here you just went with like the pillow that wraps it around like it's got literally no flavor to it. It's intended to just be a wrap of the meat or the fillings. We want to
Literally-
be correct. The fillings.
Literally tasteless, like Subway bread.
You don't like Subway
When's the last time
bread?
you've been to Subway? You know they have
Like a week ago.
Okay, you know they have like 5-6 different types of breads you can order?
Nobody gets them other breads. Everybody
Yes, they
goes
do.
classic.
No,
white.
every single time I go there, my kids, my wife, and I always get the Italian herb and cheese one or whatever it is.
Oh, the white bread with burnt cheese on the top. They can fucking keep it.
It's true though.
It still tastes a little different. It's got a crunch to it. Although you can get it. What they ask you, they always ask you, do you want this put into the fryer or whatever, heat it up? How do they do it?
In their fancy microwave.
Yeah, no, their microwaves are bomb, dude. They could cook a pizza from frozen to regular in like 13 seconds, man. It's like a microwave with a toaster oven cooked up to like a generator or something that give somehow more power.
So I watched this this TikTok influencer. I don't watch him on TikTok because I don't have a TikTok, but he has his followers send him things that he needs to go do. And
Like strange things to do in
Yeah.
public.
so one of his things was go get a Subway sandwich and make them toast it until they won't toast it
Oh,
anymore.
I've seen this, I think. I think I
And
have seen this.
they eventually just handed him literally a black log.
He's like, toast it. Toast it.
Can you put a little more toast on that? But remember when Subway got busted? I don't know, maybe like 8-9 years ago.
You mean Jerry got busted?
for their?
Hey,
Yeah. Doesn't that dude like look at little kids?
he
and
did,
shit?
I think, get in trouble for piddling the kids.
Oh, what a Epstein!
So you got
That's a term now? That's a
Yeah.
verb? Epstein?
you got my brother agreeing
You
with
could
you.
get Epstein, and that means one thing, and being Epstein means something else. That's
Yeah.
incredible. What a word.
But remember, like 8-9
No, we've
years ago,
dehumanized the word,
when
literally.
Subway got busted because their bread, one of the ingredients in it was the same ingredient used to make yoga mats.
That's funny that you say that because I don't believe you at all.
You don't believe me?
No, that sounds ridiculous.
Pull
I
it
never
up
had
on
a-
the phone.
I never had
You
a.
don't believe him.
I never had a Subway
Pull that
sandwich
up.
that tasted like a yoga mat.
I believe it. I believe it all day.
All right. Well, then I'll look at why you.
Yeah, I got other controls. You got to be a phone
Okay.
guy.
That's right.
So, aside from Subway tacos, veggie tacos, what else is that? I love how you were like referencing flavorless things in Subway came up. I don't go to Subway.
I go there all the time.
Okay.
It's quick and easy, I assume, is the idea, right?
My kid works at Cousins. Okay.
I thought he would follow it. He's not following in his daddy's footsteps
He
to fast
he
food
couldn't
glory.
get in at Qdoba.
that is
They're
like fast food.
Wait, what's your last name again? Did you say Wisniewski? Are you related to the
Yeah, I got a-
Jay Wisniewski?
I have a black and white picture in all fast food Qdoba restaurants. Never hire again. Profile picture of myself. So
There's a checkbox. Are you in any way related to Danny or Jay? Because didn't Daniel work there too?
okay, so I got something from 2014, but this is
About
I said about 8 or 9 years ago.
pieces of plastic in the bread. That
okay,
they put.
that's 9 years ago.
They
Yeah,
ba-
it's chemicals. It's new for using Subway got in trouble for using chemicals called, and I cannot pronounce this, azodocarbonamide, which is typically found in things like shoe rubber, yoga mats. You son of a bitch! Exposure to humans.
You
can be
think I would
dangerous
just make up that Subway
crazy.
spread? You know, I could really start some negative press for Subway if I just
just
went out
did.
making false accusations that they use yoga mat in their bread.
Okay, when did they fix this yoga mat sub?
The minute they got busted.
2014.
The
Didn't take
minute
long.
they got busted.
They're like,
Because they never closed. They didn't close for even a day.
That? You mean we can't do that? Oh, we'll stop. Just
Yeah. Don't worry, we got a new recipe on deck.
So
We'll just burn some more cheese on the regular stuff and people love it.
have you gone there often?
Yeah, I do. Like
So even after the yoga
3
mat
times
incident?
a month. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what I put in my body.
They changed their recipe, man.
Look at this body. Do I look like I'm picky? I go for
Your
close.
hair. Okay,
I
so
go
all you care
close and quick.
so all you care about is your head and your face.
Look
Oh,
at
no,
how
you
good. Look
think-
at. Look
You're,
at.
You think my
you're
hair-
perfectly trimmed and proper on your above your shoulders.
You think my hair looks nice? You should see my pubes.
They're all
Show
combed.
everybody.
Oh,
Show
perfect.
everybody your pubes.
No, I get them faded into my ball sack.
Here.
So you do a landing strip kind of thing?
Here,
No.
do you-
Do a launch ramp?
Here,
No,
do you
it's
need-
more like a
Tony,
mullet.
do you need a little piece of tape to cover your penis so you can show your pubes? I know how you like your little pieces of tape.
Look, he's not smiling at all.
Well, that would also cover my balls.
Yeah, you can't show those on the internet.
So you want
either.
you want your balls to be
Well, that's the part with the hair.
Oh, you know,
Okay,
go
yeah.
Mexican. Yeah, I'm not even going into this.
I guess
you're
you
hanging
could-
around with you got like a mustache shaved in. Does your barber get to him, or how do you?
I got a curly mustache on each side of my balls.
So Tony, do you ever have a piece of hair grow off your dick?
What do you mean off my, like on the tip?
The shaft. I mean, not the tip. That's
Like on the
impossible.
tip, there's just one curly hair.
like
Like a sushi chef's fucking mole?
That's impossible. Yeah, kind of like that. You ever had that happen?
No, I haven't.
On your shaft. Okay. I just was wondering what you're talking about with all this hair.
I mean, well, hair grows on the shaft for like the bottom 6 inches.
All right, everybody. I
The
want to
top
remind.
6 inches stays crystal clear.
I want to remind everybody this is the 3 Penis Talk podcast.
glad to wait until family members came in to listen to this.
Yeah. No, but that's good that you're tailoring or tidying up the manscaping.
You have to. You have to. Who's gonna want to put it in your mouth if you don't take care of it?
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Jay?
I don't think so. You don't put it in her mouth. You wait till she's sleeping.
She doesn't know what it looks like.
I didn't say a specific person. I'm just saying.
Okay, I don't
Just
even
in
want to.
general.
I don't even want to know. I'm not gonna ask. Not gonna ask details. It doesn't matter because it's private. We keep those things private. Okay.
So do you guys ever use speaking of privates and penises, you ever decide to not pay attention when you're taking a dump and you start peeing and your penis is kind of propped up there and pees all over your fucking legs? Well, I would say pants, but apparently Jay doesn't even wear pants when he shits.
No, I don't. So
This has never happened to you?
Hold on.
So
Set
you
the
like
scene.
pees down the seat instead somehow because you're peeing too hard or something along those lines. You're sitting on a short toilet, maybe like a
Tony's so
like
confused
at
right
Jay's house, like one of the little like
the
daycare
kid
toilets.
ones. Yeah.
now. Motherfucker, I put the smaller seat on there so the kids are comfortable when they sit and take a shit.
Right.
Kids are not human or
I like that you built
They're
it.
not human.
adult size.
You could just keep them in the closet when the bathroom's like the cats.
My favorite thing about going to Jay's house is that he has like a platform built around his toilet with 2 steps going up to it so that his family doesn't have to jump to get on it.
You're so full of shit. You've never even been to my house. You've been there once.
They're like,
I've been to your house
Well,
like 4 times.
you know what?
Where the fuck was I?
You were there 3 of them.
What are you, the maintenance guy?
Oh shit! You are the maintenance guy. My kids are like, "What's Tony doing here?"
So I went to concerts this weekend, and I'll start at the end of the weekend here on the what is now be the Saturday night of a 3 nights of concerts, right?
Yeah.
Second half of the night, even right towards the end, we're jamming out. There's probably like a half hour left of the concert. We're hanging out. We're like,
I imagine a lot of mollies and pacifiers
You know, all
and
that.
all that whatnot.
Pacifiers.
yeah, that like in the movies. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So
There's just one random guy covered in glow sticks dancing
Exactly.
in circles.
So we're sitting out, we're standing, jamming out. My buddy Bowie's with me. He's right behind me, like right there, right?
Fucking shout out Bowie Burger, man.
Bowie Burger. Bowie
So
Burger's never
I
going
miss
to be
you,
in the
Bowie.
chat. That motherfucker will never hear you because his ass like refuses to listen to the podcast.
To
But anyways,
support anything
What's
his
his
best
real
friend
name?
in the world does.
What's his real name?
Bowie
Bowie
Edison Burger.
Burger.
It's really Bowie.
Yeah.
Like, how do you spell?
Like BOWIE. So, anyways, we're hanging out, having a great time, jamming out. We made our way. We were hanging out in the front. We're like 5 rows from 5 groups, 2, 3 people or whatever. We're hanging out. Band's
Putting
right
glow
there.
tape on shit.
Putting glow tape on shit, making friends, hanging out. Guy behind me taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, they just took your buddy Bowie out of here." Like, what? What? Okay. No, but whatever. Okay. So I just like, he's gone. Look, he's gone.
He's never been disorderly at all, ever?
No, not really. So the guy, music plays for a little while longer, and then there's like a quiet part or whatever. And I was like, so what happened? He's like, I don't know. The security guy came over, asked him for his ID, showed him his ID. They talked for a moment and they left. I'm like, okay. So it wasn't like aggressive thing.
Yeah.
Crazy. I text him, where are you at?
Blowing the security guy.
So it's jamming out, whatever.
He ain't gonna listen.
Like, where are you at? And he's like,
Blowing the
they
security
kicked
guy.
me out. Like, huh, that's fucking weird. And so I text him back. I'm like, well, turn your hat inside out and leave your coat in the coat rack at the bar next door and come back in. No, they kicked me out. And he's pissed. I'm like, well, what happened? He goes, they said, and in quotes, I peed on the floor.
What?
I'm like, what? Okay. So then
And
I'm
he's
just
like, on another note, do you have extra pants?
no, exactly. So then I'm sitting there and I'm standing there,
Completely unrelated.
just standing there.
He asked you before he told you any of the story.
They said I peed on the floor. So I'm text message I got, and the music got quiet in a second again, and I go behind the guy, and I'm like, hey, buddy, my guy Bowie, did he pee on the floor? They're like, what? The guy that was standing next to my friend Bowie said, what? And he goes, and I left him hanging for a second, and then I turned around again, and I was like, they said he peed on the floor. The guy's like, I don't fucking know.
You just drop his drink.
No, it didn't happen, right? Whatever. And then text back and forth. It's a couple other times about him crying about not being in, pissed off. It's fucked up. Whatever. Met him outside. The sure shit. They literally thought during the band in this little club, it's like 1,000 people, but it was packed, whatever. But like that he just pulled down his pants and whipped his dick out and peed on the floor.
Oh my God.
They said they had 2 people who said he did it.
So this is a show, so it's dark.
Concert. Yeah.
Concert. It's indoors, obviously, so it's dark.
Like 2 or 3 hours into the situation. 2 hours into the situation.
There's
he
no
missed
way
like
they
the
could
last
even-
song in an encore.
There's no way they could even seen his dick unless he had. What did he spray?
Well,
glow shit on
We're
it.
standing in a, like a standing pit of a show. I mean, there's people you're right next to you, shoulder to shoulder. You're knocking into them half the time on accident or fucking bumping their shoulder in front of you.
You go to shows more than I've ever even known.
This weekend was
Anyone
the 100th time I've seen Umphreys Mcgee alone. I can't imagine how many actual concerts.
What do you mean? What's alone?
Like that band only.
Oh, I was gonna say without your wife, obviously.
Well, she's been to a bunch of shows, but
She wasn't at that show.
Yeah,
She's
wasn't
been to
at that
3.
show. Yeah, like
She's at 3?
4. No, so that was in Minneapolis. But what do you think of that? So how the hell does a man who's surrounded by security guards who have been told to tell him to leave because he had pulled out his dick and peed on the floor.
Well, he probably sexually assaulted some young lady or guy. I don't know what Bowie's into. And they went and got security, and instead of saying this guy intentionally grabbed my ass, because they're going to say, yeah, okay, get back to the party. They're going to be like, this guy had his dick out and he was peeing everywhere.
I don't know, man.
So if it was a girl that said this to the security guard, immediately he's gone. If it was a guy saying it, he'd probably just laugh and be like, so what?
I don't know. I don't think that was the case either. I really don't.
I do.
So did you get down to it?
So I saw it now.
My assumption, Bowie sexually assaulted a young gentleman, and he went over and found the security guard, and him and his friend said, this guy's got his dick out and he pissed on my shoe.
Chris is his friend.
It would be more possible, to be quite frank, that he got assaulted and embarrassingly, not knowing what to do, made up this story about leaving, than it would be for me to believe that Bowie would assault some young man.
I like half man, half woman.
He wouldn't offend any or assault any of they.
The chips aren't stacking up here, Chris.
Oh, that's how you prime? Yeah.
So you hit it once.
It might have been a half man, half woman. That's the way it is. That's
Scars Young.
So, yeah, man. So he got removed for the last song, and then
well, he got his money's worth. He saw the whole show.
It sounds like Bowie needs to keep his fucking hands to himself.
I tell you, it wasn't that. So I tried to figure it out. So I go onto my phone, and I'm like, well, I got timestamps on the texts. I waited a couple minutes before I even texted with him, because I figured if he really got kicked out, he's going to fucking tell me about it. What do I need to go reach in my pocket for my phone? I'm having a good time. He's fucking another 35, 40-year-old man. He can handle his own. So, but I was curious. So I texted him. So I started going back on timestamps, and I do this thing I call the double down, where I take video forward and then I'll take video backwards too. So I see myself in the crowd and myself with the band. It's called the double down.
You can do that on there?
It's one, you take a video like this, and then I'll take a video with my front camera.
Oh, shit.
Not at the exact same time.
Oh, that's what you said it was.
Hold on. How do you do this? How do you do it? So that's my idea that no one can know about.
That's the volume of ours.
So that's my secret.
Was so worth it.
My secret. Hey, it's first day on the board.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Give him a break, Tony.
So, yeah, that's a secret invention that I want to create, is the double down.
Is this Tang? This is Tang. Jaybird has
But
it all
so
in
I
video.
started going back, and I saw some videos. He was right behind me. He was literally right behind me. Like,
was he pissing?
No, I don't think so, because he was there, and the guy who told me that he got booted was there, and it was like 5 minutes before the text. In video, I had him there, and then like a ghost, he apparently was vanished. And I looked, and there was one instance in the video where a young lady from like 2 rows back of people and her 2 friends, one of the young ladies came up to Bowie and like tapped him on the shoulder. And Bowie reached in like this and looked and was like, yeah, what is it? But she looked very friendly and everything. And then I showed Bowie. I'm like, is this the girl? Like, who said you peed? Is that the one you peed on?
Yeah.
And no, he had no recollection of that girl.
What a scumbag.
Hey, you can't admit fault when he didn't really do it, Tony. I'm on Bobby Bowie's side. Baba Booey.
Yeah, man.
Bowie Burger.
Baba Booey. What was Baba Booey? That's from Howard Stern, right? Baba Booey.
Don't know.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, that is a Howard Stern
Baba
thing.
Booey. Okay, so that's
pretty wild, huh? You ever been with someone get kicked out of some place to pee?
Usually it's always me, but yeah, I have that. Yeah.
If you're there and the security's making you leave, how do you you don't have any pee on you? How do you convince them that it wasn't you that peed? Or how did they not believe him?
Show them your underwear. If there's no drizzle spots,
how did they not believe him?
Because you can never ever get rid of all the drizzles.
Like, how could you just look at another man in the eye and when he's telling you?
Hold on, we need to stop the show. Jay, you need to make an appointment with a urologist.
You telling me that you've peed before in your life, and you've gotten. Wait, what am I asking you? You've gotten have not gotten drizzle spots on your pants.
I give 2 solid shakes back
That's
in the
enough?
pants. Nothing.
What do you got? Like a inside-y? Like it goes inside you, doesn't drip? Mine fucking drips everywhere. It's like a leaky faucet.
Yeah.
I can't turn it off.
So, like I said earlier, make an appointment with a urologist. They'll be able to help you out. You probably need to get on some blood pressure medicine or something.
First off, my pee does
you probably
not
got
smell.
diabetes from all this bullshit.
Okay, so vegetables fucks up, gives you diabetes. But
Flour-
Culver's,
It's the flour tortillas, bro.
Culver's makes you perfectly healthy.
I didn't say I was healthy, but my dick works right.
Okay.
Cauliflower dick. He's got like the cauliflower ear from wrestlers have. Is that what you? I was
those are
distracted in the machine looking
Those are
at.
some nasty. Isn't it hard to do this shit? Yeah, it is. You don't know what's going on.
It's not really that hard.
You're
I do
trying
wish,
to beep and he turned us down and didn't beep it.
I do wish that we had
Bars.
a way to get Jay and
Okay, so
Are those lines to one of Jay's old songs?
Jay, remember the time we went
Is
to
this Fourth Effect lyrics?
Mars where mutants drive big plastic cars so we could go there, and you know the rest because the best part was when we met a girl with 3 breasts.
that is from a movie. That's from
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
That's my buddy Tang. Actually, he's
man, that's great stuff.
he's part of the family. He's one of those guys that we adopted, and he lived with my brother, and he lived with my parents, and lived with my grandparents. He lived everywhere, and he came to Christmas every year, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. I think he lives in Cali now,
Really?
if I'm not mistaken. And but he's a riot. He's one of my favorite people in the world, and now I get to see him come on here and talk.
That
I don't
is
get
crazy.
to see him. I see a little cartoon.
And
But
it's-
his name is Zheng Yang Yongguang. No, just kidding. His name is Tang. What's up, Tang? Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to bring up. During the work week this week, for some reason I got obsessed with this Carlos Mencia dude. And this is definitely old news. I know.
comedian? The comedian?
The comedian. When he had that confrontation with
Mr. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan 15 years ago about stealing jokes.
Yep.
When they were one of his, I think it was Joe Rogan's show, and he just popped up and jumped on stage.
Yeah, they were at the Comedy Store.
So I don't know what it is. I just watched this this short video. I don't know if you guys ever watched it.
The 15-minute standoff.
It's not even 15 minutes, really. It's like,
I'm somebody important enough that he had to end the show by saying Carlos Mencia. That's who I am. You don't know that nobody supports him. You don't know that if someone steals a riff from a song, that shit's in the news constantly. Motherfuckers steal shit and make it on HBO. They steal shit, they put it on television. What are you saying? Listen, I know you're saying that you're acting like a little bitch.
so there's a lot to this. You can look it up on
So
YouTube.
Joe Rogan called them out
Joe Rogan
on stage at a show.
On stage.
15 years ago. This is before Joe Rogan was Joe Rogan.
No, Joe Rogan has been whoa, bro.
Okay.
Whoa. How dare you assume
So
that my version of Joe Rogan is not Fear Factor or News Radio version
right.
Joe Rogan? Do you know News
You like
Radio
the-
Joe Rogan?
You like the more Fear Factor of Joe Rogan.
I know him as Joe Rogan, the janitor and News Radio Joe
Yeah.
Rogan.
Okay, well, I know him
Joe
from both
Rogan-
Fear
All right,
Factor
go back
and
to
the
your
radio.
At that
story.
point, Joe Rogan was in the middle of a great career already. He was Fear Factor host. He was announcing on the UFC already. He was done with News Radio and a very popular
Because Phil
stand-up
Hartman
comedian.
died.
So the Comedy Store is a comedy club in LA that all these people that live in LA, because most comedians live in either LA or New York, go to. That's their home club. They all just go there,
And it's owned-
then they
it's-
all go up on stage.
That club is owned by Pauly Shore's parents.
Mom, Mitzi
Or just
Shore.
mom? Yeah, just as well. What happened to the dad?
Mitzi Shore is dead now. She died like 4 years ago, maybe.
Oh, really?
But so I think it's actually Pauly Shore's and I think his sisters.
So
But it's the home club, man. It's where all of them go. They
Can
they
we
got
go?
paid no money.
We can go to watch.
Can we?
Well, yeah, you fly to California and go.
Is it like open to the public? Is I
Yeah.
guess my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 auditoriums in it.
Okay. I want to go to the fucking one in the back where all the famous people go to, obviously, and practice their bits.
It's the main room, man.
Is it?
They're trying something new. They go
So-
down to what's called the belly room. But they were like the 2 most famous comedians,
Who was?
Joe Rogan and Carlos Mencia.
And 15 years ago?
At the time,
15 years ago?
Yeah.
No, he was opening. No, I don't
No,
think
they
Joe Rogan
were-
was that big.
yeah. Joe Rogan's been big for fucking
wasn't
20-something years.
He wasn't huffing alpha brains yet big, but he was big, famous
Yeah.
big.
I don't think he would, like right now, he's a household name. Like if you asked your kids, like,
Well, now he has the most popular podcast in the entire world and scored the awesome payment of what was it? $240 million for his collection. Soon these are going to be worth $240 million. You guys are watching millionaires be made.
But that's when millions aren't worth anything.
It's going to be the same as
That's
like
when Mr. Beast is in Walmart handing out $1 trillion to people.
it
Could
cost
you?
$1 million for a cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Mr. Beast. Okay, so Joe Rogan. I
He
liked
got-
him on Fear Factor. Remember when in Fear Factor years ago he swallowed that cockroach?
Yeah.
He bit it in half and swallowed it and ate through his.
Yeah, to show a contestant that it wasn't shit.
And he ate through his like stomach lining or something.
I don't think that
intestinal lining.
happened.
All right, I've gotta Google it. Gotta Google it. Gotta Google it
Your
now.
story's good, and now it's a lie.
See now, you could talk about rubber mats on fucking Subway. I can't talk about a cockroach
You
eating
can.
through your
You
fucking
just-
stomach.
You just got to pull it up on the line.
His shit's factual.
Mine is too. You got like right away. I'm not factual.
Like you're saying Joe Rogan had a half a cockroach eat through his belly
Yeah,
button.
a
Dan.
cockroach been cut in half, still be alive.
Dan,
for
you
days.
can get your 5% if you come into the pod room and be our official timekeeper. Only the OGs get that one.
Oh shit!
Dan is a official timekeeper.
What did he say?
I want 5% of the millions.
Oh,
Dan, you don't get shit.
Wait, tell it to
Just
the camera.
making that
Hold
crystal
on.
clear.
He's out. Timekeeper or not.
We already negotiated our split and there ain't 5% in it for Dan.
Hey, David Cole, if you could do us a favor, everybody here, if you're in the chat or whatever, in the live chat, exit out of the live chat. Go up
And
to the
go
top.
live your life.
Hit the
Oh.
hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because we go randomly live at different times. Okay, so what you might have to do is just exit the chat, go to on the left or the right there, hit the like button.
Yeah,
and
it's-
subscribe. Hit the
it's
little
hard-
bell. What you should really do is hit that bell. You hit that bell, you become one of our prime subscribers there.
Yeah.
how do you
We,
spell cockroach?
we do this stuff D-I-C-K.
Is it CK? It's not CK. I don't think it is.
Yeah, we don't do
Okay.
this shit exactly at a certain time
Oh.
every time because
So I thought it
like
was
we all
stuff.
got stuff going on. Like me and Jay got wives and kids we got to do shit
Don't
with.
even do it. You're a fucking asshole, man. You're a fucking asshole. I probably
Chris-
do more than my kids than you
Chris
do with
has
yours, you fuck.
Chris has things.
Dude, running my empire is difficult, okay? It is. You got to have time. You got to have time.
No, everyone. Yeah.
I don't get to watch as many movies as Jay. Jay catches movies like on the regular. Like even when we were watching movies, he's like, the only week he didn't watch movies was that 1 week that we all were supposed to watch a movie.
All right, I can't find anything about it now.
Yeah,
I will search
You
for
want to
it.
know why? Because it didn't fucking
I
happen.
heard it from somewhere and
All
I
right.
believed it.
I think we
To
allow.
this day.
I think we allow links in the chat. I think I should fucking said that. But
Okay,
what you
listen.
need to do is you need to find a link of a story of a cockroach eating Joe Rogan's stomach lining, and if you can do that,
We'll let you in our percent of millions that
we'll
we'll
give
get
you
one
the
day.
0.5%.
Okay. Now,
Danny wanted.
what I wanted to point out was I was talking about the Garcia shit, Mine and Mancia, whatever the fuck his name is. Whatever. And just recently, it wasn't too long ago. Maybe I'm mistaken about this because maybe someone posted it not too long ago on YouTube, and it's just showing up now. But I'm watching all the things now that he's coming back to and talking to people about, and he will never still admit to stealing any jokes. He just says that he reminisced all of his favorite comedians that he looked up to throughout the years, and he kind of mimicked them on stage. And if it was stealing, he wasn't aware of it.
Well,
So therefore, he didn't steal and never stole anything. And still to this day, he remains unapologetic for his stealing of.
Here's the funny part about that
Least-
is that confrontation got Joe Rogan banned from the Comedy Store.
Yeah. 15 years ago.
But
And,
he's back, obviously, right?
Yeah, he went back at he stayed out of there, didn't step foot in the place for 10 years, and then started going back. And
There's the timekeeper, Dan. Is the other Dan too? Is there two Dans? Iron Dan and Dan Milwaukee?
No, it's two people.
Awesome. Sorry, Dan Milwaukee. I had you mistaken.
But that ended up Carlos Mencia got to stay working at the Comedy Store, but that confrontation ended his career.
It didn't really end
he
it.
lost his show.
He didn't lose. He had that show. Okay, this happened 15 years ago. So 15 years ago is 2000 and what? I can't do math right now.
Ooh, Jay on the spot with the math.
7, 8. And oh yeah, you're right. His show did end around 2007 or 8. Okay.
Can't
His
even
show
watch the
ended-
Mencia show.
So when all these comedians that were like normal every day, they would go there and work, they would tell their jokes, and next time they came in and they were about to go on stage, Carlos was so popular at the time, he could go bump them. He could just say, I'm going up now. And he would go up before somebody and do their whole entire act.
Like
you
Chris
would do
did,
it intentionally?
Yeah.
like Chris did to
He's
me.
like, fuck you guys. You accuse me. I'm going to do it.
It's like what Chris did to me on our comedy special. He was supposed to go 15 minutes on his act. He was at like 25, and I was already sweating my balls off, and I lost it.
You think I
He
delayed
bumped
you
me.
to...
Chris
Oh.
bumped me.
But the
Put
thing
it on
was,
camera now. He bumped me. That's
he
why I
would get
fucked up.
confronted about this by
Because I didn't
by
want to
lesser-
kick. I didn't want to get kicked out of the
Nobody's
bar.
fucking talking about you. But Carlos would get confronted from these
Right back
like
to the Garcia.
no-name comedians, and it carried no weight because who the fuck are they? Carlos has like the biggest comedy show on TV.
So
He's this huge stand-up
how did he
comedian.
learn their bits so good?
But the thing is, I
from
only
watching them,
At the
with all
store.
the day
stuff-
before.
Tony, with all the stuff that I researched, they only have own the shit. They only have one incriminating comic thing he said was the thing about building walls and then asking the president, well, who's paying for it or whatever, who's gonna build it, some shit. That's
So-
the only thing that had incriminating that I saw, and that
So
kind of
up
confused
above,
me.
there'll be a link to our comedy show up above here. I'm going to put it up there
Yeah.
and post. It'll be up
so,
above.
So the funniest thing
So click up
is-
there.
is legend has it Mitzi Shore would basically, so you would have to do your act and she would have to basically approve you to become a paid regular
like you'd
at
have
the
to
comedy
you'd
store.
have to come in there on like
You
a
would-
Tuesday morning and do your act for just her.
She would have to pass you before you could come work in her club.
I want to see what she looks like. I'm curious because Pauly
She
Shore's
was hot as fuck, dude.
Yeah, right. Pauly Shore's a
She was
fucking looking guy. What's Mitzi?
so
How do you spell
fucking
it?
hot.
Can you
Really?
spell that? Can you spell it Mitzi? Mitzi. Mitzey. Is it that easy?
Sure, try it.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm sure.
Is it?
I'm sure Google will fix your fucked up spelling.
Oh, I got it right. Except for the I or the Y's and I.
But
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Carlos wouldn't get
So- she's gorgeous.
Carlos.
Oh,
Carlos, when he got passed, do you know what his real name is?
Yeah. Bud.
No, he has the least.
He has a really white name.
His fucking name is Ned.
Ned. Yeah.
Ned.
So he
Ned Mencia
And they
or
told
different?
him he needed to Mexican it up.
It was Mitzi that told him
Yeah,
that.
and he's not Mexican.
Yeah, he's part
Like
German.
Damn.
He's part,
Venezuelan
Cost
or
of
something.
fame, man.
he's part German and part something else. But still, all of his jokes came down to like he spun it in his own direction where he took someone else's lines and put a Mexican style on it. That's what they said he was doing and stealing. And like I said, I'd never heard anything. I mean, they never really had any, although he does say he records his videos from 1993. Wouldn't you think they'd have something? Like they have Amy Schumer stealing a bunch of comics material. They have Dane Cook stealing material. Who else? What are the big comics?
what kind of
The
Google's-
big comics. Bill Cosby used to steal all
Was
the
that Bill
time.
Cosby? What
Mainly
kind of
women's pussies, but
Jello, man. Jello. What kind of Google searches are you getting to find?
Here's the thing. When I go on YouTube and I start looking under Mencia, like I don't know, it popped up because I was on a Joe Rogan thing. And then it came up with that, him confronting him about stealing jokes. All these other stuff starts rumbling in. Like, you know, if you keep your phone on.
the next thing you know, you're buying Alpha Brain.
Seriously.
Have you ever taken Alpha Brains?
No.
I've taken them
You've
on a
taken
regular
it?
basis. I have
Has
some.
it been around
Yeah.
for that long?
It's been around. Dude,
10
like I
years.
said, how dare you judge my Joe Rogan appreciation, man?
I don't have a problem. Never
I
had a
probably
problem with
listened
Joe
to
Rogan.
Joe Rogan episode like 14 in my days.
When I play games, online games with my brother, he has Joe Rogan on his TV in the background. I'm like, dude, turn him down a little bit. I can hear the whole show. I didn't listen to that one
It's
yet.
not that bad. It's hard to catch. It's a 3-hour show, man. 3-hour show.
This should be a 3-hour show.
We did 3 hours on Tuesday.
It was 2 shows though. Yeah, Amy Schumer, yeah, she's full of shit. I never really
put
was a
it-
fan of her.
I'll put a hashtag Amy Schumer in this one though.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Schumer?
I like Schumer.
I think she's funny, and I think
You
it's-
like her? Did she never apologized for stealing people's material?
No.
So you still like her anyway?
Yeah.
You just fucking don't care?
She didn't steal my material.
So if I stole
Then
your
I'd hate her.
if I stole your material,
You like love, hate, fuck, hate, lover, huh?
Jay, I couldn't hate you anymore to begin with. So you might as well
Your
steal
face.
anything of mine.
your face is just a face that wants to be punched.
Jeez.
It really does. Like I don't want to punch it, but I feel a necessity to punch it.
One day when I actually see your face,
What does that even
You
mean?
talking about this
Because I always wear hats.
Wolverine face that he's
fucking-
wearing? Is that
this
tattooed?
immediate 5 o'clock shadow.
It's got to be
Oh,
tattooed
okay,
on.
I get you now, dude. I've been growing this out for a month. Come on, this is no shave, no shave February,
Yeah, right.
no shave February.
Was this some Black History thing I don't know about?
Yeah, I'm just giving the support of the Black History Month. You know, you don't shave, and
That's the only thing I recognize in February.
so when does it start? When does it end?
February 1st.
No,
Yeah.
does it really?
That's when I start celebrating.
I gotta Google it again now.
Jeez.
And
I
then,
don't know.
And then I stop celebrating February 31st.
you just keep it rolling.
Just keep it
Keep
rolling.
it rolling.
Wait a second. February only goes to the 28th, doesn't it?
That's it, folks. That's Jay.
Woohoo! I was right though. 1 month of the year goes to 28. That's February. Why would they have Black History Month on the shortest month?
Now you understand, man, the struggle. Even when that's the struggle. Comedy. When I flirt with these cute girls at work, I have to be careful these days. Women slap sexual harassment lawsuits if you're not a Chad. You saying you're not a Chad?
This is Tang. He's an amazing guy. You guys would love him.
Chad.
That's why whenever I'm going to sexually harass a girl, I always make her sign a waiver first.
Yeah, it's prudent.
So much easier.
It's prudent.
It begins on February 10th.
So they gave him the shortest month
Wait,
and then
that's
didn't even
not
give him
right.
the whole month.
That's not right because
Jay,
it's
you're
the 9th
Googling
today.
with Jay is brutal, man.
Fuck. Because I
I
can't
can't
ask
believe
Siri.
we trusted you as our tech guy. This show's running so much more smooth.
All right.
Shut up, Tony.
All right. Jay,
No, I got all of that. What you just said.
Jay.
Yeah.
give me we're gonna do a Mad Lib. You wanna do a Mad Lib?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we're gonna do a Mad Lib. Jay, give me a noun. People, place, or thing.
Yeah, you got to explain
Tony.
the definition.
Tony.
I don't have to explain nothing. I'm not that stupid.
Give me a
gotta
number.
Google.
Give me a number.
8.
It's
Okay.
actually 7.5.
Give me an adjective. A describing word.
I know what the adjective is. Husky.
So these were created by AI. So get used to this here. This is one of my first AI experiences here. So give me another one, another adjective.
Clean. Tall. Let's give him
Okay.
the benefit of the doubt right there.
Then another adjective. 3 more in a row.
Three
Give me
more
3 in
in
a
a
row. 4 in a row. Give me 4. 4 adjectives.
Grouchy. Hungry.
Okay. Come on. This will take too long here.
Grumpy. Did I say that right?
Yeah, grouchy, grumpy, hungry.
Tired.
Damn,
I
your
know
life-
this is hard, man.
Your shit sucks, man.
I don't have that many
All right,
adjectives
give
in my
me-
vocabulary.
Give me 2 nouns. People, place, or thing.
W-
Go, I got a couple more. Come on.
truck.
Truck. Okay. Another one.
Work. I can only do one
That's-
word, right?
I don't know if that's a noun, but
I
we're
can
gonna
only do
go
one
with
word. One word, right?
adjective and then a verb.
Oh my god. Clean.
Clean.
Running.
Running. Okay, we got a couple more here.
Could've
One
done- yeah,
adjective.
I
One
should've done horny.
one
Damn it.
adjective.
Horny.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Ted.
So that is the asking AI to be a writer for Mad Libs and creating a Mad Libs page based on a story where the main character has
Tony.
a cats living in their bathroom. The story will expose how frustrating it is to have cats locked up in 2 separate bathrooms. It's called The Cat Dilemma. Tony
Cat
was
dilemma, I
always
like
a
that.
cat lover, but he never expected to end up with 8 cats living in his bathroom.
God.
It all started when he found a husky kitten wandering the streets and couldn't resist taking it in.
Those are the most looked after.
One thing led to another, and before he knew it, he had a tall cat colony living in his bathroom. At first, he thought it was crunchy to have cats in his bathroom. He could have watched them play and cuddle with them whenever he wanted. But as the cats grew older and more hungry, he began to realize how grumpy it was to have them locked up in such a small space. The litter box was always tired and the smell of the cat urine was overpowering. Had to constantly clean the bathroom and was always finding truck and work all over the house. Worst of all, the cats were getting clean and needed more room to run and play. He knew he had to do something, but he didn't know what. So he decided to lock the cats in 2 separate bathrooms. But it was frustrating to see them running against the door, wanting to be together. In the end, he had to make the difficult decision to find new homes for some of his cats. It was heartbreaking, but it was the best thing for them. He learned that sometimes even the most horny of situations can become overwhelming, and it's important to make the right decision for everyone involved.
You gotta do funny words then, because
You've not done a Mad Lib before? Was that your first Mad Lib?
yeah, I never did one.
Oh, they didn't let you guys do
I never
that
had
when
a
you were a
fucking.
kid?
I mean, do they come with timers?
Could you do a book and a pencil when you were a kid? What did you guys do, man?
I was a Jehovah's Witness. They didn't allow pencils when I
Or
was
Mad
younger.
Libs, apparently. So tune in. We're probably going to have another podcast right after this, and you can tune in. I'm going to whip out. I got one for Tony, too.
Yeah, whip it out.
To
Give
do.
Tony some adjectives and shit.
It's a good one.
to
It's a good
friggin'
one.
Say.
So that'll be on next week's show.
No, you gotta do it this week.
Well, like next week's audio show. Remember the audio podcast we do, too? This is all recorded for you on audio. If you want to just listen to it, you can do that, too. So what do you think? Is that our podcast for this episode?
I thought you were gonna do. Oh, you don't have. You only have one.
No, I have one. We're going to make the people tune back in.
Gotcha.
We'll get it started. We'll do it right away in the beginning.
Okay.
We're going to take a break.
Gotcha.
You want to take a break? We're going to come live again at you.
Yeah.
What do
Go
you
take
think,
a
Tony?
shit and we'll be back.
So thanks for listening on the podcast every Tuesday and Thursday. This is our live show. Basically every Thursday, but you know how things go. Life gets in the way. Sometimes it's Tuesday, sometimes it's Wednesday. Chris, take it out.
Yep. So maybe we'll try to integrate maybe an audio. If you tell enough of your friends or subscribe and hit that little bell for us, and the thumbs up helps a lot to let other people know to check out our podcast and our show here. Maybe we'll try to work a live audience version of a AI Mad Libs. I'm getting better with the AI too. These are pretty lame. I'm going to get good at it. We're going to play lots of games, have lots of fun. It's 3 dimes. We're going to be back.
See you after the break, Richter.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
That's from fucking, we just said the name of the movie.
Total Recall. So we're going to go take a couple minutes break, and we're going to set up another live stream. You'll hear the ding if you hit the bell. Thanks for watching 3 dimes. Me, Chris, Tony, and Jay. Peace out.